Commander Tarn of the Galactic Survey Fleet pressed his palm against the viewport, his three eyes blinking in astonishment. Before him hung a blue-green planet, unremarkable by most standard measurements, yet it had become the most puzzling mystery in the known universe. "The readings must be wrong," he muttered to Science Officer Lyra, who stood nearby, her tentacles nervously coiling and uncoiling around her data tablet. "We've run the calculations 17 times," Lyra replied. "There's no mistake. Earth defies every predictive model we've built over the past 1,000 years. The Galactic Survey Fleet had been systematically documenting every world in the Milky Way for millennia. Their complex algorithms could predict with astounding accuracy the development trajectory of any planet, from its geological formations to the evolution of its life forms, and even the technological advancement of any sentient species. These models had never failed, until Earth. "What does Central Command want us to do?" asked Tarn, still staring at the unremarkable-looking world. "They've authorized first contact," Lyra said, her voice betraying her anxiety. "We're to approach cautiously and gather more data. The humans must never know they're an anomaly." Dr. Alan Thompson gazed through his telescope at the night sky, unaware that he was being observed in return. The astronomer had dedicated his life to the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, enduring decades of ridicule from colleagues who thought his pursuits were fruitless. Tonight was just another ordinary evening at the modest observatory outside Phoenix. He sipped his coffee, adjusted his glasses, and continued his systematic scan of the stars. "Dr. Thompson?" His assistant Tom burst into the room, breathless. "You need to see this. Every instrument we have is picking up something. It's big, and it's approaching Earth's orbit." Alan felt his heart skip a beat. After 30 years of searching, could this finally be it? Aboard the Galactic Survey vessel, Tarn reviewed the final briefing. "Remember, we cannot reveal the truth under any circumstances," Captain Rell instructed the contact team. "As far as the humans know, they are a completely normal species on a completely normal world." "But, sir," interjected Junior Officer Keth, "isn't that dishonest? Their deviation from the standard planetary development model is so extreme. That's precisely why we can't tell them." Rel interrupted sharply. "Imagine learning your entire species exists as a statistical impossibility. The psychological impact could be devastating." The briefing room fell silent as the gravity of their mission settled over them. According to the SPDM, Earth should have been a barren world by now. Human civilization should have collapsed centuries ago due to resource depletion, environmental catastrophe, or nuclear warfare. Every single predictive model showed the same result. Human extinction was mathematically inevitable. Yet here they were, not only surviving but thriving, expanding, creating, and dreaming in ways that defied all logic. The first official contact occurred at a hastily assembled United Nations special session. Representatives from every nation gathered as the massive alien vessel hovered above New York City. Alan had been summoned as a consultant, still in disbelief that his life's work had been validated in such a spectacular fashion. The aliens, calling themselves the Galactic Survey, presented themselves as routine explorers, making Earth the latest stop on their systematic documentation of the galaxy. They shared technological gifts, offered interstellar trade agreements, and proposed cultural exchanges. What they couldn't share was their true purpose. "They're continuing to defy explanation," Lyra reported 3 months into their observation mission. "Look at this data. They should have descended into global conflict after our arrival disrupted their power structures. Instead, they've unified more thoroughly than ever before." Tarn nodded thoughtfully. "What about the technology we've shared? By the SPDM, they should be misusing it catastrophically." "That's just it," Lyra said, displaying a holographic chart. "They're not only using it responsibly, they're improving upon our designs in ways our engineers find creative." The word hung in the air between them. Creativity, that unquantifiable variable that had eluded their predictive models. Could that be the key to the Earth anomaly? As months passed, the aliens became increasingly integrated into Earth's society. They established embassies, participated in scientific collaborations, and even enjoyed human entertainment. But their research continued in secret. Alan, now serving as the UN's chief liaison to the Galactic Survey, couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. The aliens were too interested in human art, music, literature, and philosophy, subjects that seemed trivial compared to technology and natural resources. During a diplomatic reception, Alan approached Commander Tarn, who had become something of a friend. "Commander, I hope you don't mind me asking, but I'm curious. Why is your team so fascinated by our museums and concert halls? Surely our science is more valuable to an advanced civilization like yours." Tarn hesitated, his three eyes blinking in sequence, a sign of discomfort Alan had learned to recognize. "We find your expressions of experience to be unique," Tarn replied carefully. "Unique compared to what?" Alan pressed. Later that night, Tarn paced in his quarters, deeply troubled. The human Alan was perceptive, too perceptive. The truth was becoming harder to conceal. The next morning, Tarn made a decision that would change two civilizations forever. He called an emergency meeting with Captain Rel. "We must tell them the truth," Tarn insisted. "They deserve to know. That would violate our primary directive." Rel responded sternly. "Our primary directive is to seek knowledge," Tarn countered. "And I believe the Earth anomaly itself is revealing something fundamental about our models, something we've been missing." The revelation came not as an official announcement, but as a conversation between friends. "Your world shouldn't exist, Alan," Tarn said simply, as they sat alone in the observatory where they had first detected the alien ship. "At least, not as it does now." Tarn explained the standard planetary development model, the predictions of human extinction, and the inexplicable resilience of Earth's civilization. "But why are we an anomaly?" Alan asked. "We believe it's your capacity for what you call hope," Tarn replied. "No other species we've encountered can imagine better futures with such conviction that they actually create them. You defy probability through sheer collective will and creativity." Alan sat back, absorbing this information. "So what happens now?" Tarn's three eyes fixed on Alan with newfound respect. "Now, we learn from you. Because the galaxy's greatest mystery isn't just solved, it's revolutionizing our understanding of the universe." As dawn broke over the observatory, two beings from vastly different worlds watched the sunrise together, united by the profound realization that sometimes the most valuable things in the universe are those that cannot be measured or predicted, but can be shared. And Earth, that statistically impossible world, continued its improbable journey among the stars, teaching the galaxy that some mysteries, once solved, only deepen our wonder at the vast possibilities of existence.